First strike. Double kill. Gain the lead.
Okay. I don't know what's so special about this video. Looks like I have the motion blur on for this TV. Why didn't I turn that shit off? Oh, there's Ariel. I remember him. Uh-oh, Ariel's coming. Oh. Oh my god, I'm fucking up so bad. Oh my god, I fucking sucked right there. I was dog shit right there, Jesus. Why am I not playing? What am I doing?
Double kill.
What the fuck happened right there? Wow, what was that? Let's go back. I think there was some betrayal on the enemy team or something. So I'm gunning that guy down. And, oh yeah, he must have stuck him or something. Oh, nice.
Double kill.
Haha, Ariel. That sucks. His name is Ariel, right? Yeah, his name is fucking Ariel. What the fuck? Ariel! Anyway, here's me sucking with the Magnum. Yeah, I got the motion blur turned on for some reason. I don't know why the TV decided to randomly do that. Maybe I can change that. How the fuck do I work this TV? I'm using a TV that I've forgot how to use. I bought like a 4K TV that's like pretty fucking awesome, I'm not gonna lie. And what sucks though is when I first got it, fucking the sound was fucked up. I don't know. I've seemed to run into a lot of problems with sound when it comes to, yeah, I know, right? Me talking about sound when my video and audio quality is pretty shit. But I've noticed something about flat screen TVs these days, at least ones from Samsung. I noticed I have this problem a lot. When the volume gets really high and the TV gets kind of old, or maybe it's not even that old, a lot of the time, if there's like kind of a bass kind of tone in the volume or in the music or sound effect or whatever, you'll get like this kind of noise. You know, it's fucking annoying. It's fucking annoying. And yeah, I can't stand that shit. So I got this sound bar. It cost like $100. It's fucking badass though, but it was such a pain in the ass to get working. Like first there's like 4 different ways to hook it up. You can use like a male-to-male USB. They don't give you one, so you have to use your own. That was stupid. There was this weird-looking like audio jack that you could use, but that really sucked because when I hooked that up, the fucking volume, when I adjusted it, the reader was on the sound bar instead of the TV. So like you kind of had to sit up and stare at the sound bar and look at that tiny little number to tell what your volume is at, and that was shitty. And then you can hook it up to the HD ARC port, and that was nice because it showed you like the volume on the screen and whatnot. But guess what? It would only work for like the fucking TV itself. Like if you played an Xbox or a PS4 or something like that, like no, it wouldn't work for the console. It would just work for, you know, the smart TV itself. And that was fucking stupid. So I was like, Jesus Christ. Finally though, you could hook it up wirelessly, connecting it wirelessly, and that's what I ultimately did, and that's the best way it works. I'm not using that TV right now though, unfortunately, because I'm a jackass. But my room is cluttered, and I got my recording thing that I'm using right now all the way on this side of the room, and I don't want to have to fucking drag it all the way over to the other side of the room where the good TV is. So sorry guys, fuck it. This is good enough anyway. Besides, this is fucking Halo Reach on 360. It's fucking 10 years old. What do you want, right? It's not gonna look much better on the slightly bigger 4K TV. But I was just saying, it was kind of a pain in the ass, and Samsung is kind of shit when it comes to sound issues. I've had 3 TVs from Samsung that have had sound issues, unfortunately. So, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I haven't been playing Reach in a long fucking time. Well, I played a little bit of Firefight the other day with my bro on, what's that map called? Holdout, I think it is. It's like the last level of the Reach campaign, basically. And yeah, it was fun. I sucked. I'm rusty as fuck at this game. I'm I was never that great, but I was pretty good. And now I am fucking mediocre as fuck. And yeah, I think even my controllers are telling me that I'm mediocre. Haven't used these controllers much lately, and they've just been sitting there collecting dust. I can feel it. It's like kind of crusty. I don't know. Maybe I'm just exaggerating. But yeah, I'm no longer very good at Reach. I'd probably get my ass totally kicked by a lot of these guys. I could go toe to toe with a lot of guys like Ariel here, but yeah, now they would probably totally destroy my ass. But whatever. I'm just not playing Reach that much right now. I'm focusing on so many other badass games, you know. Like I don't want to just play Reach for the rest of my life, you know. Life is short, man, and there's a lot of kick-ass games out there. And even in today's shitty gaming world that we have right now, they still make a good game from time to time, you know. There's always some indie games to look forward to, and some of the big games are still pretty badass. That, like I said, the Doom franchise is doing some cool shit. I bet you Doom Eternal will be worth checking out. That Cyberpunk, I bet you that'll be worth checking out. Now again, I'm not going to just pre-order or jump the gun and get this shit day one. Of course, I'm going to wait and do research and probably not even pick the fucking games up until like 6 months or a year afterward. I mean, shit, I heard the Shadows Die Twice or whatever. I heard that game's pretty badass, but I still haven't fucking played it. And I'll probably fucking get into it once I'm done with Neo. I'm still playing that fucking game. And, what was I gonna say? The Resident Evil 2 remake, apparently that's like one of the most praised games of the year so far, and I heard that's worth checking out. So yeah, I'll have to check that shit out, man. But yeah, so that's how that goes. And, so yeah, I'm just gonna upload, or at least try to. I don't know how long it'll take. It'll take a long fucking time. I don't have all the free time in the world, but I've been meaning to get this done, and I have like 100 or maybe 200 or maybe even 300. I don't fucking know. More goofy fucking Halo Reach clips to upload that I wanted to finish uploading and get that over with. I don't really care that much, but like I've been doing it, so I kind of want to finish it. And I already uploaded like my favorite and most badass clips, the funniest stuff, the most entertaining stuff, the most skillful stuff. So the rest of these videos are just going to be not as impressive or as funny, unfortunately. But hey, you know, fuck it, it's still fun. But yeah, I wanted to get that over with, so that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day now. So this channel is going to get flooded with nothing but clips like this, just me and my brother being goofy bastards in Halo Reach. But yeah, I gotta say, I'm just pretty much done with online gaming in PvP at least. I'll play the occasional co-op online game with a buddy or two, or that's about it though. Like PvP, I'm not gonna lie, guys, it kind of brings the worst out in me. Like I always run into some racist or some sexist or some fucking try-hard nerd, some asshole who wants to troll me and antagonize me, verbally abuse me. And don't get me wrong, it's fun when they get mad at me and, you know, we get into a little back and forth. That's always kind of fun, but, you know, like, a lot of the time things spiral out of control and get kind of heated and you start to misunderstand people and you get into these verbal fights and you start saying some really horrible shit to each other, and it's easy to get sucked into that, and I've been sucked into that a lot, and a lot of it is due to my own stupidity, and, you know, I just don't want to be that person. I'm maturing more, you know, and, you know, I've had enough of this online gaming world, you know. Back when I first started playing online console games and PC games like about 15 fucking years ago. My first like online gaming experience were with some of the old school Command and Conquer games, Tiberian Sun, Red Alert 2. Those were like my faves. And then by the time Halo 2 came out, I was big on that, and Halo 3, Halo Reach, you know. But now you fast forward to now, and it's like 15, 20 years later, like, oh god, these games have all these microtransactions, these noob-friendly mechanics. The online communities are more toxic than ever, a lot of haters. There's so many different online games too, so people are spread out more than ever, so a lot of the games that you would like to play with other people in online, they have like low populations now, you know, so like that's a big problem with Reach right now. You guys know that I love Invasion. I'm like the Invasion guy, but fucking the online populations for Invasion are shit. It's usually like 100 tops, very rarely, usually 50 at the best part of the day, and usually when I have time to actually play, which is at night because I'm usually working all day, like I'll get home and fucking whoop-de-fucking-do, you know, there's only like 10 or 20 people online in the playlist, and that sucks because it's hard to find matches, and I'm fighting like the same two fuckers all the time, and a lot of the times they'll know how I play and I'll know how they play because we've played each other several times before, and it's just not very interesting. You kind of already have an idea how the fight will go down, you know. So I don't know. I'm just sort of played out and fed up with online gaming, you know. There's so many problems, and lag seems to be getting worse. Developers lying to you and broken promises, and you know, I'm just kind of sick of it, and I'm moving on to bigger and better things in life. So yeah, I know I'm kind of repeating myself. I probably talked like this already in a few recent videos, but I just wanted to make that clear that I'm pretty much done with Reach Online, and I'll just play you know, some co-op stuff in Firefight and Campaign with my brother and a few other people from time to time. That's all I'm going to really do with this game from now on. And, of course, finish uploading my goofy clips so I can finally close that chapter. And, yeah, hopefully, you know, Halo Reach on PC works out. I heard they did a beta test thing a little while ago, and they've been having some trouble there. I don't know the details, so that's typical. Hopefully things eventually pan out to work out well enough. I heard the MCC is playable and worth people's attention now, so I don't think it's worth getting an Xbox for, but you know, an Xbox One for, I mean, like 360, yeah, go for it. Original Xbox, yeah, go for it. But Xbox One is still pretty much a fucking joke. I'm sorry to say. Like, I know, just my opinion, blah blah blah, but my opinion makes a lot of good points about why Xbox One is not really worth getting. Maybe, I guess, maybe if you can find a console for like $100 to $200, maybe, I guess, if you got the money. I don't know. I still don't think the Xbox One is really worth getting into. Hopefully the new Xbox is worth a shit, but it's hard to have faith in Microsoft and 343 and the coalition. They've been fucking up for a long time now, so I'm not too interested in that shit, to be honest. They'll have to really wow me to get back into my good graces. As of right now, I'm definitely more interested in PC, Nintendo, and Sony, what they're up to. I think they're holding the keys to gaming's future right now, and Microsoft, they dropped the ball a long time ago. But yeah, that's the way I figure it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go now and try to upload a lot more of these goofy kind of clips and get that over with. And after that, I'll probably not upload much new content, maybe one video a month once I get this over with. So yeah. Sorry guys, there's just not much to talk about in the gaming world really, unless you just want to focus on horrible fucking news all the time, like whatever the fuck EA is up to, or Bethesda, or Activision, and what kind of horrible shit they're trying to pull. I mean, don't get me wrong, they don't pull nothing but horrible shit. It's just mostly horrible shit. there's some good things that come out of those companies still from time to time, but the bad outweighs the good, just saying. Yeah, but I do hope that, Reach on PC works out real good. I don't have much faith. I'm just hoping that, there can be some fucking good news from 343 for once. There's rarely ever good news from that fucking company. Yeah, it's shitty, but what are you gonna do? That's just the awful fucking turn of events here that we're dealing with. Yeah, Halo Infinite, got like next to no faith in that. Massive changes have to be announced, for me to start giving a fucking shit and thinking that I might actually get that game, but I'm pretty sure it's still gonna have microtransactions, pretty sure it's still gonna be, like modernized to cater to the noob-friendly Twitch shooter crowd out there instead of the actual old-school arena shooter skillful fans, so that sucks. So I probably won't give a fuck about Halo Infinite, but you guys who actually watch my shitty channel already know that, so I'm just kind of repeating myself at this point. But I'm not a completely fucking, like, senseless hater. I do hope that MCC works out really good on PC. That would open up some new grounds that Halo hasn't really seen before, and it could be a good thing, hopefully. We'll see what happens. You guys know what I said, like, they'll launch it, maybe it'll be broken at first, maybe modders and hackers and whatnot can patch it up and fix it, and maybe 343 will be down with that, and we'll eventually have good Halo on PC, for the MCC, but I really would love for Reach with mods to work on PC and be fucking amazing with badass visuals, resolution, frame rate, and all kinds of custom shit that we can enjoy. That would be so fucking cool. I would buy that shit big time. I'd buy 2 copies of it, one for me and my brother. I'd get that new Elite controller that they're working on, that Elite controller, Jesus fucking Christ. But that's how much I love Reach. If they can actually make it fucking work like I want it to on PC, I would spend the fucking money. I really would. So, I'm a fair guy. I give credit where it's due. If it's good enough, I'll fucking get it. If it's dog shit, I'll fucking talk trash. I have standards. I have experience in the FPS genre and gaming in general. So, I think my opinion matters a little more than a lot of people out there, especially those silly little kids and those shills and the fanboy types, I'm sorry, you guys just, you act on your emotions way too much. You don't actually have quality and standards, and you don't have shit you can compare games to, You're just sort of like, I like it, nah. You're not... frustrating to deal with those guys. And then, of course, they always label me just some stupid asshole who doesn't know what he's talking about, and spread that rumor like it's a fact, even though I'm making some good points. Don't get me wrong, I have been a huge dick in the past, and I'm working on that. I'm trying to not be such a fucking dickhead. I have apologized for that, and I do feel bad about that, and I'll apologize again right now in this video. I have said some things to a lot of Halo YouTubers and other people like that. I called them the R word, I called them the F word. Not the fuck word, not fuck, but, that other F word, the one that, is rude to, gay people. Yes, I used to say that shit. I didn't mean to, like, offend any leftists or people in the LGBTQ community, those cool folks. I never meant to hurt their feelings, and if I did, it's because I'm a fucking jackass and I fucked up. And I was just trying to say the most hateful things I could possibly say to offend, shills and assholes in the gaming world, and I crossed the line. I was wrong, and I admit that, and I'm sorry about that. I shouldn't have said that horrible, screwed up shit, and I was crossing the fucking line. Now, don't get me wrong, like, I was right to be mad with a lot of Halo shills and 343 fanboys out there who are super delirious. They're ignoring the facts. They keep forgiving a lying shithead company that's just been horrible to us in a lot of ways. And Like, they act like it's no big deal, and, you know, when I call out their stupidity and their lies and whatnot, I got carried away and said some really mean things, and I apologize for doing that. That was crossing the line. I still had a good point. I mean, a lot of you guys are fucking shills and fanboys and just horrible, scummy, stupid people like that, but, you know, I was crossing the line saying a lot of horrible shit, and that was wrong. I should have just called you guys stupid or assholes or shills or fanboys. That would have been the right thing to say, but calling you guys the R word and the F word, that was crossing the line, and that was out of line, and I don't want to be known for that. So I sincerely apologize for going that far. I won't be doing that again, and if I do, I'll catch myself and try my hardest to not be that guy that says those things, you know. So yeah, I do feel bad about that, and I am embarrassed about that shit, especially because that was only just like a year ago, you know, that I was talking like that, and I'm fucking 33 and a half, you know, like I should be more mature than that. So that is embarrassing. I'm a fucking jackass, but I'm trying to be better. So yeah, I feel really shitty for talking that way. That was really crossing the line and being ignorant and whatnot. Like, I still make good points about the quality of the Halo franchise, but, you know, I was being overly hateful and just trying to attack people and be as nasty as possible, just to be as expressive as possible. I know a lot of people will be telling me, oh, well, you're just being all PC now. What a fucking bitch you are. You know, it's like, look, I'm just trying to be straight up, you know. I'm trying to be fair here, you know. Like just because somebody's a 343 shill or fanboy doesn't mean they deserve to be called the R word or the F word, you know what I mean? Like, that's pushing it. Let's just stick to the issues here. Let's be real, you know. Let's be fair. So, yeah, I used to do that shit, and it was fucked up, and, not cool. So I'm no longer doing that. I'm no longer that guy. I'm trying to be better. I just want to talk about the quality of these games and whatnot, and talk about how, you know, there's a big problem with the Halo franchise right now. There's a lot of shills out there. I haven't seen an Actman video in forever, but I saw one of the latest videos he put up, and it was titled "Halo is making a comeback." You know, it's like this constant ass kissery, you know, like we what comeback? We haven't seen shit yet. These are just some announcements. We don't actually have any fucking results, you know? Like, if the video is titled, "Is Halo making a comeback?" maybe, like, then I can get behind that, but acting like everything is gonna get better for a fact, like, what a clickbaity fucking stupid thing to say, you know? That dude, I swear to God. And I saw from that Hidden Diarrhea guy that, like, it's not just crap, man. It's a lot of these guys. Like, Hidden Diarrhea was just like 10 reasons why you should be excited for Halo Infinite, you know? And it's like, like what? Microtransactions and the fact that it's a company behind this game that's been failing us miserably? Like, that, yeah, like, my God, the fanboyism, the shilling, I swear to God, these guys are not genuine. They're suckering stupid kids. It's pretty fucked up, actually, you know? Pretty shameless what they're doing. And then they just buy the fucking games anyway, you know, regardless of any criticism or things they dislike about the games. They still just buy all this shit anyway. And then you could make the argument, well, it's their job. They have to criticize it, so they have to buy it. And it's just like, okay, fair point, but what's with all the ass kissing still, you know? Like, before the game is out, they're always just like, oh my God, I'm so excited. This is going to be awesome. Oh my God, it's going to be great. You guys should be hyped too, just like me. You know, it's like, what is this shit? Like, whatever happened to waiting and seeing how it turns out? Being cautious with your money, being smart about purchasing, you know? Like, no, we're just supposed to reach into our pants and pull out our wallets and go, take my money now, when they just showed you a teaser, for fuck's sake, you know? Like, that kind of behavior, can't agree with that. That's fucking stupid, you know? Like, I swear to God, you could sell sand in the desert to these fucking idiots. You know, this massive amount of gullibility that comes from shills and fanboy types. It's disgusting. Now, like I said, I called these guys some really fucking horrible names, and I was wrong. I'll still, you know, tell them that they're stupid and being horrible and shitty and all that, but, you know, the wording that I chose to use a lot of the time, that was not cool. That was crossing the line. And I tried to double down when people called me out on it, and they had a point. And I shouldn't have tried to just stick to my guns. You know, I should have been more reasonable. I should have told them, hey, you're still a stupid asshole, but you got a point. I probably shouldn't use that language. So, yep, call me a PC libtard cuck, if you will, but I don't want to be that guy. Because I've seen what those alt-right scumbags are all about. They're Nazis, they're racist, they're pieces of shit, and they believe in a lot of stupid, horrible crap. You know, like that Soygon of a cod, and that Paul Joseph Schwatzen, and that Thunder cunt, and that closeted Crowder guy, and like all these horrible pieces of shit. You know, like I don't want to be associated with them. I don't want them seeing me talk like they do and thinking that they have an ally in me. No, those people are fucking horrible. I don't want anything to do with them. Breadtube forever, motherfuckers. Communists all the way. Fucking hail George Soros and the Dark Mother Anita Sarkeesian, who knows all things. That's the side that I'm on. Yeah, that's right. Like, fuck you alt-right shitbags. You guys are a bunch of assholes. And you're not even cool to each other. You're not even cool to each other. You know? Like, you guys treat each other like shit all the fucking time. Like, you guys are just a bunch of fucking assholes. You might know a thing or two about video games from time to time because you play the fuck out of them, but still, you guys are a bunch of hypocrites, a bunch of Nazis, a bunch of assholes. I don't want anything to fucking do with you. And I know that when I was saying those horrible things, you guys assumed that I was down with you. No, I'm not. And that's one of the big reasons why I don't want to talk like that anymore, because it attracts those kind of dickheads. They think that they have a friend in me when I talk that way. So, no, assholes. You guys can go fuck yourselves. Like, seriously. My motto is, fuck these evil video game corporations that are trying to sucker people and lie to us and wallet rape us with microtransactions. Like, fuck these shitty corporations, but fuck the alt-right trolls even harder. Like GLL. I'm sorry, but you can go fuck yourself, buddy. Alright? Like, seriously. And the fact that I was kind of buddy-buddy with you in the past, and that was disgraceful of me, and I'm embarrassed about that shit to this very day. I mean, our falling out happened like a year ago, and that shit still, like, I'm embarrassed that I was stupid enough to think that that guy was cool and everything, and, you know. But, you know what? I try not to beat myself up too much about it, because it happens, right? I mean, right now, if any of you 343 fanboys who hate my guts are watching this video right now you guys are probably laughing your asses off at me, and okay, fine, fair enough, but let's get real. I know a lot of you guys won't listen to me, but please, just try to hear me out. Let's get real. We've all had somebody in our lives that we thought was cool at first, but then turns out over time we started to learn who they really were, and we didn't want to face that fact, and maybe we thought we could change them and make them into better people, but when it came right down to it, it was just a nasty fight, a huge disagreement, and it ended up in, you know, a falling out rather than, you know, a reasonable, what am I trying to say here, conclusion, agreement. Yeah, it happens, you know. It happens when you think somebody's cool and then they change, or they were actually assholes all along and you just didn't know, or you didn't catch it, or they were good at keeping it a secret, or something. You know, maybe you were foolish, whatever the case. It happens, you know. It happens. I mean, a lot of you guys are big fans of video game franchises that got a lot worse, right? I mean, like, look at Metroid. They did that Other M game, and, that's not very good. A lot of people were pissed about that, you know? Hopefully Metroid Prime 5 comes along and redeems the Metroid franchise. Because there's that other one, Federation Farce or whatever. That one's not very good. They did make that 3D one for the 3DS, though. That was pretty sweet. So, yeah, not all is lost. But I'm just saying, like, there's always ups and downs and stuff, and I gotta say, for the longest time, I acted like a huge know-it-all, smart-ass, egotistical fucking dickhead who could never be wrong, and I was always right. And if you disagreed with me, you were a piece of shit, you were a dumbass, we could never be friends. And if you agreed with me, you were the coolest person in the world. And I acted like that, you know. But life is more complicated than that, and I was fucking dumb for behaving that way. So now I'm trying to be a better person about it. At least I was never so bad that I was down with those alt-right Gamergater fuckheads. I always thought they were a piece of shit, even before I even knew about what Gamergate was all about in detail and whatnot. But once I finally figured it out, I was just like, wow, you know, these guys are just a bunch of monster people. Anyway, but yeah, that's my history on that shit, and I still feel bad about it, and yeah, I was wrong. Criticize me about that all you want. You have every right to. But yeah, I'm trying to be better about that kind of shit now, and just moving on now. But yeah, back to video game talk. I'm not very excited for what Halo is up to these days, and yeah, we'll see how things turn out in the next year or two as far as the Halo franchise goes. Once we see how MCC pans out on the PC and how Halo Infinite ends up being. I really don't have any faith in this. I would love to. Don't get me wrong, 343 fanboys. I'm not just some fucking hater, okay? Like, I'm reasonable. If they do a good job, I'll fucking love that shit. If they take out the fucking microtransactions, or at least make them, like, super fucking minimal, to the point where, like, maybe it's just like, oh, here's some extra costumes, totaling in like maybe like $50 worth of extra content. Then I'll just be like, okay, it's only $50. Who gives a shit? But if they have like this endless pool of money to pour into, like they do with Halo 5, that's just greedy as fuck. And it tells me that they don't give a fuck about us. They just care about the money. You know, they don't give a fuck about quality. And that's what a game like Halo 5 screams. And a game like Halo Wars 2 screams. And if Halo Infinite is going to go down the same route, which it probably will, then that game can go fuck itself too, okay? And so that's how I feel. But if they, you know, don't wallet rape us, or at least keep the wallet rape to a reasonable minimum, then I'll appreciate Halo Infinite enough to get it maybe. But yeah, so far it seems like Microsoft and 343 are going down the path of greed, you know? And it really bugs me that the gaming world is trying to fucking mask this shit, paint it in a sort of positive light. Like, we're seeing microtransactions speak now. They're saying things like games as a service. Like, what the fuck is that? You know, and I heard this one, surprise mechanics. Whenever you open a loot box or some shit, they're calling it now surprise mechanics. Like, what the fuck is this horseshit, hogwash, fucking trying to cover up the truth kind of language they're using here? This is shady as fuck, motherfuckers, and I just want to help spread the word that you shouldn't fall for that shit. Don't be fooled, motherfuckers. They really don't seem to care. I'm so conflicted. On one hand, I want to be a big fan of Halo, and I want to support the developers. I want to give them my money. I want them to do a good job. But on the other hand, it's like, I see a lot of fucking assholes in the developing room over there, and they're causing a lot of trouble, and all they seem to care about is our fucking money, and they don't actually care about giving us a quality game. So it's very frustrating, you know? So, anyway, yeah. You guys know how I feel, and I'm just pretty much repeating myself, and just, yeah, so Fuck Halo. Fuck Halo under 343. The Bungie Halos are where it's at, and yeah, 343 does a bad job for the most part, and I just hope that things will change. And it feels silly saying stuff like that because they probably won't, you know. And a lot of people will make fun of me like, "Ha, 343 changing? You're delirious." And it's like, yeah, okay, fair point. But god damn it, I'm a sucker, okay? Well, I'm not that big of a sucker, but I'm a sucker for redemption, you know? I want companies to make a comeback and straighten the fuck up and do the right thing, you know? I know, it doesn't really happen that much. I know, it's pretty hopeless. But, you know, I'm trying to be more positive and shit. A lot of people gave me shit in the past for being too negative, and, you know, they got a point, but at the same time, it's like, you know, there's a lot of negativity out there. I'm sorry, you know, but yeah, I do like being positive more. Negativity brings out the worst in me. It starts making me all angry and shit, start yelling and cussing and getting carried away, and then I start to say stupid shit that doesn't make any sense, and then I think back and I'm like, oh man, I was acting like an idiot. And, you know, like, I don't want that anymore in my life, you know. The salty nerd days to me need to be over with. So, yeah, that's how that goes. Anyway, this video's gone on long enough. It's time to just upload goofy clips, and yeah, I hope you guys are having a good time and shit. Yeah, I hope you guys are playing the good games out there, the non-wallet rape games out there at least, you know. And yeah, I hope you guys are being real gamers that aren't complete suckers and aren't complete fucking alt-right dickheads. Yeah, that's the world that I want to shoot for. Anyway, yeah, hope to talk to you again soon. Eric Lee, you're a smart motherfucker. I love talking to you and shit. Hope you're doing good, Jimmy. I'm still looking into that eBay shit that I got you. I don't know what the fuck is going on there. And, yeah, cool shit, guys, cool shit. Oh yeah, and Jimmy, yeah, I'll upload, maybe not upload, but maybe I'll send you some pictures of my aquarium setup so you can see my badass fucking setup. You'll probably be pretty blown away. It's pretty fucking boss. Anyways, yep, this is going on way too long. Catch you later, guys. Or, actually, no, I'm just gonna upload another video. Cool. Another few videos, actually. Probably maybe 100. I don't know. We'll see how much time I have left in the day. Alright, cool deal, cool deal.